Welcome back, Key to Life family. How y'all doing? Everybody doing good, doing great. That's all we do. Experience greatness. We the greatest beings that ever exist. But today, I'm gonna be talking about how everything is here to serve you. Everything is here to help you. Even negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Every negative experience. Everything is here to help you. Like everything is here for your benefit. And I'm finna show y'all. So on the screen, y'all see a page from a book called As A Man Thinketh by James Allen. So I'm gonna start by reading the second paragraph on down. Suffering is always the effect of wrong thought in some direction. It is an indication that the individual is out of harmony with himself, with the law of his being. The sole and supreme use of suffering is to purify, to burn out all that is useless and impure. Suffering ceases for him who is pure. There could be no object in burning gold after the dross has been removed, and a perfectly pure and enlightened being could not suffer. The circumstances which a man encounters with suffering are the result of his own mental inharmony. The circumstances which a man encounters with blessedness are the result of his own mental harmony. Blessedness, not material possessions, is the measure of right thought. Righteousness, not lack of material possessions, is the measure of wrong thought. A man may be cursed and rich, a man may be blessed and poor. Blessedness and riches are only joined together when the riches and rightly are rightly and wisely used. And the poor man only descends into wretchedness when he regards his lot as a burden unjustly imposed. So, starting off with the first paragraph I read, when it says suffering is the effect of wrong thought in some direction, it is an indication that the individual is out of harmony with himself. That shows you that everything is here to serve you, even the bad or the stuff that you put or label as bad, because nothing really good or bad until you give it a meaning. Everything is really neutral. But if you consider your bad thoughts and stuff negative, then that's how to be on your reality. But you have the power to change your perspective on that and see it as showing you where you're lacking at in your self image or self identity. So instead of like, just say you have a negative thought, it'd be like, you might be a very confident person, but in certain situations, a wave of negative thoughts just might come and take over. But instead of thinking like, oh, I failed this and that, or I'm not this and that. I thought I changed. I did all these affirmations to affirm I was better, or confident in this area, or better in this area. But I keep having these thoughts, so I failed. That don't mean you failed. The thoughts are really just there to show you where you thought you were strong at. There's a little doubt or fear. It's just showing you where you need to tighten up at. It's all here to help you and lead you back to your highest self, like your higher good, like your desired reality or desired identity, whatever you want to call it. But everything is here for your benefit. So once you go through life with that perspective, it changes everything. You just got to realize that everything is always here for you. Everything is here in your favor. This is what the universe isn't here to harm you. The universe don't have favors. It's just going to show you you. Now that you have a changed perspective on that, you have the power to change how these thoughts and stuff affect you. Instead of having a negative thought and spiraling, you can have a negative thought and sit and properly respond and be like, okay, so if I'm feeling like this, it's because I see myself as this, or whatever the case may be. And now you have the power to change how you feel about yourself in that area, change how you think about yourself in that area. Now moving on to the second paragraph I read, it says the circumstances which a man encounters with suffering are the result of his own mental inharmony. The circumstances which a man encounters with blessedness are the result of his own mental harmony. So, as you know, your thoughts and feelings create your reality. Whatever you consistently think becomes like dominant, like the dominant thoughts in your mind will manifest in your life. And now that you know that, instead of seeing your circumstances as random or feeling like a victim of fate, you realize that all the negative stuff and things you don't like in your life, you created. And the stuff that you do like, you also created. Everything was created by you. But don't feel bad about creating the negative thoughts. If anything, you should feel more empowered that you created the negative circumstances in your life, because now you know that you're not a victim of fate and random chance in life. You know that everything comes from you. And even though you created the stuff that you seem as bad, and you probably went through some very bad experiences, but it's okay. You should still feel empowered because it's the fact that you created it, whether it be good or bad. The fact that you create your life should make you feel powerful. So now that you know that you created the bad, you also know that you have power to create the good. So from this point on, it's a conscious choice on what you see in your life or what you live and what you create. So now it's really up to you on how your life goes from this point on. Now that you are aware of your power, you conscious of it. And that was probably like one of the biggest things for me, like when I first started my journey, realizing that I created everything. At first I used to get down on myself and be like, so I could have been like I was still thinking about the past and stuff that I did. Like I'm like, bro, well, I was sitting like telling myself like, why would you create this? And if that's the case, why am I thinking like this? Or why if I never knew this? I'm starting to blame everything like why I never knew it. Still thinking negative. But then I was like, you know what? If that's the case, the past and future don't matter. Like they don't exist. The only present moment, the only moment that matters is the present moment. So from now on, I'm gonna only create what I desire. I'm only going to think in my favor. And that's really as simple as like life is simple. Like, it's really simple. Just literally never think against yourself. Always believe that you can accomplish everything you want. Believe that you already accomplished everything you want. Believe that you already are the person you desire to be. And believe that every circumstance in your life is already the way you want it to be, regardless of what the outside world is showing you. The outside world is going to change once your inner world changes because imagination and your inner reality is the true like source of creation. So once you know that, it's literally up to you to just apply it. Now from here on, instead of just consuming all this information, now you have to go out there and apply it. Apply it. And then while you applying it, you may have some times where like your negative thoughts and doubts and old stuff from your old self creep up on you, but you just can't pay it no attention. You just don't identify with it. Don't fight with it either, because when you fight with it, you give it more attention and keep yourself stuck in that loop. Just let it flow by. Let it like breathe. Let it. Don't pay it no attention. Just let it pass by because everything is temporary. Don't push or pull. Just let it be, and then just fill your mind with what you desire. Speak in your favor. Don't sit with it. Don't accept the negative thoughts, but don't push either. Just let it be. Just let it flow by. Go through. It's gonna go away. And once you let them negative thoughts and feelings and stuff pass by, like I said, saturate your mind and fill your mind with everything you want. Like, but talk about it from that perspective, like it's already here right now in the present moment. Like already living your desire, and speak from your desire, and see life through the lens of your desire and being your desired being. And then once you do that, you might tend to drift away and get away from seeing life or speaking from that present moment or become separate from your ideal. And once you catch that, just go back. Don't even like beat yourself up over drifting away. Like it's natural, it's cool. Just go right back to being on track, speaking from your desire and then being that person. That's really that simple. That's all you gotta do. It's like driving the car, like it's constant, like what Rev Ike said, it's constant direction and correction. When you drive in the car, you can't let your hand off that wheel. You know where you're going, but you got to keep your hand on that wheel that whole drive. You know how to get there. You know this drive like the back of your hand. You done been here a million times. But you still had to keep your hands on the wheels no matter how well you know the road, know the route, know where you going.